What's going on, people? It's your boy Leon Maz from Leon Talks TV, back at it again. So, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're delving into a topic that's really important for guys to think about, things men should never do. These are some habits and behaviors that can really hold you back in life, relationships, and even in how you see yourself. So, let's break it down together. Chapter 1: Snitching. Now, don't get me wrong. We're not talking about the criminal world of snitching. You sitting in a interrogation room being questioned by the police, whether you're going to give up the names of your criminal organizations. Nah, we're not talking about that. It's more so about the bro code of snitching and just in life in general. Now, I get it. Sometimes it feels like you're being loyal by telling on someone in certain situations. Maybe your friend is going through some harsh realities of life. Maybe he's got, substance abuse or things like that, and you feel to tell his family about it. But in reality, there's other situations where snitching is just not condoned because it can really damage a person's trust. Imagine you're playing a game with your friends, and if one of them makes a mistake, do you really want to be the one who runs to the teacher? It can make you look untrustworthy, right? Let me share a story about something that happened to one of my friends. You see, my friend was dating this girl who later became his long-term girlfriend. However, to cut a long story short, his girlfriend ended up cheating on him with my friend's friend, which happened to be his closest friend, right? This happened because he would go back and tell his girlfriend that my friend was cheating on her with multiple women. So once the girl was deeply upset and vulnerable, that's when the guy made his move on his friend's girl. This all happened because he broke the bro code and snitched on his friend just to get laid and ruin his friend's relationship as well as his own relationship with my friend, all because of a lack of abundance mindset and willpower, and the fact that he was a real life snitch. Chapter 2: Crying in public. Next, let's talk about crying in public now. I'm not saying you should express your emotions. Everyone has feelings, I get it, and that's totally okay. But crying in front of others, especially in front of your woman, but I'll save that for another video. However, crying in public can sometimes make people feel uncomfortable or unsure of how to react. Think about it like this. If you were at a sports game and your team lost, it's understandable to be upset, right? Like most people would be. But if you start crying loudly in the stands, it can draw attention and make you feel even worse. I once went to a concert where I saw a guy tear up during a sad song. I mean, the song was touching, but it also felt mad awkward. So while it's okay to feel your feelings, maybe save those tears for when you're at home or with close friends who understand what you're going through and won't judge you for it. Chapter 3: Making excuses. Now let's move on to making excuses. We've all been there when something doesn't go our way. It's easy to blame it on something outside of our control, but making excuses can hold you back from growing and learning. For example, I had a friend who always said he couldn't get fit because he was too busy with work. But when he finally started making time for the gym, he realized he could fit it in his schedule. It's like trying to build a house. If you keep saying, "I'll start tomorrow," you'll never have a solid foundation. I think they call this procrastination, right? As the author and motivational speaker, Tony Robbins once said, "The only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment." So take responsibility and start taking action. Chapter 4: Playing the victim. Next on the list is playing the victim. It's easy to fall into the trap of feeling sorry for yourself, especially when things don't go your way. But constantly blaming others for your problems can prevent you from making real changes. I remember a time when a friend got fired from his job. Instead of looking at what he could have done differently, he kept saying it's their fault. After a while, he realized that he needed to own up to the mistakes if he wanted to find a new job. It's like trying to roll a boat while constantly blaming the waves. You get nowhere. Chapter 5, breaking your word. Now let's talk about breaking your word. When you commit to something, it's important to follow through. If you say you'll help a friend move or be there for someone, stick to it. Breaking promises can damage your reputation and relationship. For instance, I had a friend who always said he would show up for plans, but he would often cancel last minute. Eventually, we stopped inviting him because we didn't trust him to keep his word. Chapter 6, acting different around women. Oof, yeah, this one is very common. See, acting different around women is essential to be yourself no matter who you're with. If you're trying to impress someone by pretending to be someone you're not, it's not going to lead to genuine connections. One of my friends was probably the most coolest person to be around on a one-to-one basis, but as soon as women are around, he wants to show off. He starts acting like he's the big dog. All of a sudden, his voice gets louder and he wants to be the only voice in the room. He tries to belittle people to make himself look good, but he doesn't realize that things like this actually put women off. He comes across as a tryhard, or as we say in London, a beg. Basically, he's just doing too much. Conclusion. So to sum it all up, here are 5 things men should never do. Don't snitch, don't cry in public, avoid making excuses, stop playing the victim, and always keep your word. Lastly, remember to be yourself around everyone, including women. Each of these points is about building trust, integrity, and genuine connections in life. As we navigate through life, let's strive to be the best version of ourselves and make choices that reflect that. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content about self-improvement and relationships. Remember, it's all about growing and learning together. And I'll see you in the next video.